Welcome to Super Jesus channel. My name is Axel Pétur Axelsson and I'm from Iceland. I've been very busy with my Icelandic channel, Frelsi TV, so I didn't have much time on this channel as much as I wanted. But there is one thing I've made on my Icelandic channel that's I've been talking about what Jesus was saying, because my belief is that in the Bible, the word of Jesus, the opinions of Jesus got buried a little bit in the Pharisee and the scholars. They buried his message in all kind of strange things. And I have talking to this verse with some of my Christian friends, and they never heard about this verse, which is in Matthew 17. And that's actually crystallizes what Jesus was saying, and crystallizes his message, and should be on the top of what people are reading today. Here he is with Simon Peter, and Jesus asks Simon Peter, "Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom and tribute, taxes? Of their own children or of strangers?" As you know, all the elite and the kings today, they don't pay taxes themselves, and their children don't pay taxes. So Peter answered to Jesu, "Of strangers. Kings take taxes of strangers." Then Jesus answered him. Then Jesus said unto him, "Then are the children free." This is a key concept that Jesus is pointing out. He's pointing out that the society, the world is split up in two. There is the kings, and then is the strangers. So if you are paying taxes, then you should really know in what category you are. So all of us who are paying taxes, we are not of the kings, because the kings of the world don't pay any taxes. They take our tax money for themselves. So Jesus came to fight against the same powers that we have today. And people, when I got saved, I was asking my fellow in my church, I was asking, why are we reading the Old Testament? What's that about? Yeah, no, you have to read the Old Testament. That's very important. And I look at the Old Testament in a historical sense, because it's connected. But I think we should split the Bible in two, to the Old Testament and the New Testament, because I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm not follower of the Old Testament. So I never understand this churchy thing that you have to carry the Old Testament with you all of the time. We only need the Old Testament to see how not to do things, because the New Testament was a total failure, the Old Testament. And in the human history, the Old Testament is repeating itself over and over again. It's Old Testament is a brutal control system over, and it takes away freedom of man. And we can remember when the Pharisees came to Jesus and said, "You have to stone this woman because she has sinned." But she didn't, with her sins, she didn't hurt anyone. Mostly she hurt herself. So Jesus obviously did not believe in victimless crime, as I do. If there is no victim, there is no crime. And today we are seeing a rise of these victimless crimes, because victimless crimes are used for control. And the kings, to get people to accept to pay the taxes, have to be brutal sometimes. And it's like if there are two guys in a room, and one guy says to the other, now I want to take taxes from you. The other guy says, no, you're not going to take any taxes. I will take taxes from you. Then the other guy says, no, I will take taxes from you. And this will end in circles. Then maybe the other guy says, oh, I just came from the mountain and God told me I should take taxes from you. And the other guy may be, oh, okay, maybe he's right. And the taxes, and they have maybe a room which is 50 square meter, each are 25 square meters. Then the other guy say, okay, you have to pay me 1 square meter per day in tax. And I'll say, I mean, okay, if God says so, then that must be true. And then in 25 days, the guy who is paying taxes has nothing left, because the other guy now have 50 square meter of room. Then he is in total control of the situation. He can say to the man, tax-paying man, he can say, I don't like you here in my room anymore. Can you please leave? And I can say, where am I leave? We are too stuck in this room. So a tax system always is a control system. Taxing with force is a control system, and people under that system are not free. Democracy, republic, all this is deception to make you believe that you are free, but you are absolutely not. And that's what Jesus was fighting. And it crystallizes in this verse, Matthew 17, 25 and 26, that the kings take taxes of other people than themselves or their family. And then the king's families are free, but the people paying the taxes are not. So I think we should. I think Super Jesus channel will look more into what Jesus was saying and ideas and concepts that he was bringing forth, because other scholars or like Stefan Milieu, Free Domain Radio, he is like reinventing Jesus. Many things that he is talking about, Jesus said. The person of Jesus who comes in the Bible, whether he was real or not, or if he is a copy of Horus, or that really doesn't matter, because the ideas that you can get from the Bible, what Jesus was saying, if you take it up, and sometimes the Pharisees have been changing even Jesus' words, but if you get the concept of what Jesus was saying, like for example with taxes, and we remember only time Jesus was violent was against the modern day bankers. So we are back in the same situation. Nothing has really changed except maybe the clothing. But the structure of power is still exactly the same. and through the science, and people believe that everything is new. That's basically all lie. We are still in the same fight that Jesus was, which actually should be exciting for us, because Jesus basically won in the end. He is the most known character in the world. Bible is the most sold book forever. So Jesus is a very strong model for us to follow. Thank you very much for listening to me and to Super Jesus channel. And if you want to support me, that's always appreciated. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.